Brazil is speeding up its knowledge law and everything here. This is the first road in the world.
The Peabiru paths were designed to be seen from above, in a symmetrical alignment with the Milky Way and its constellations, including those that symbolize the zodiac. Following through the land, it's possible to find monuments aligned with some constellations of the celestial dome, like the star-shaped forts, indicating that the builders of these road networks had a good understanding of astronomy. Dakila Research has been mapping these paths for over 20 years in various locations around the world, proving that the best preserved paths are found in Brazil. In the state of São Paulo, one of the main routes was called the Trail of the Tupiniquins in São Vicente, which passed through Cubatão and São Paulo, in places later known as the Pátio do Colégio and Rua Direita. It crossed the Anhangabaú Valley. It followed the layout that today corresponds to the avenues Consolação and Rebouças, and crossed the Pinheiros River. Other branches started from Cananéia and other states in Brazil. According to the local geography, the characteristics of the Peabiru paths varied depending on the terrain. In hilly areas, for example, the construction was made with stones. In flat areas and by the sea, the path was built with sand. In firmer, fertile soil, a special grass was used, which became well known as puxa-tripa or silk grass. In these sections, it was called the squashed grass path. In certain mountainous sections with abundant water, part of the path had ditches about 1 meter and 50 centimeters deep, with a width of 1 meter and 40 centimeters. And in some cases, on the right or left edge, there were stone walls that extended for kilometers along the upper edge of the ditches. Known by various names depending on the region, customs, and cultures, the local inhabitants named the trails according to their understanding. These various paths and branches were also known as the Gold Path, the Emperor's Path, the Troops Path, the Jesuit Path, the Royal Road, and the Sun Path. In other countries like Peru, it's known as the Inca Trail. The colonizers, starting in the year 1500, referred to it as the Path of the Indians, because it was the indigenous people who pointed out these routes and branches in exchange for objects brought by them. And so, they found it easy to colonize South America in record time. One of the most visited tourist destinations in the world is the Peabiru Road, known as the Camino de Santiago de Compostela, that crosses France and Portugal until it reaches Spain. It is estimated that over 500,000 people travel these paths, generating an economy that reaches 36 million euros a year. Brazil has thousands of these well-preserved routes, which can bring in significant foreign exchange and global recognition in tourism, culture, art, history, and much more. We have impressive attractions like silos and mini-silos, where merchants from a distant past exchanged goods such as seeds, nuts, honey, tools, artifacts, and special clays for hydration and sun protection that are still used today. They also feature underground galleries connecting various points, with some sections having larger compartments, remembering rooms of various sizes, including some with openings to the surface, which allowed people to see the sky and recycle the air, almost like they were respirators. In Brazil, in the state of São Paulo, in the municipality of Barra de Ararapira, at the Ilha do Cardoso State Park, researchers from Dakila found a possible submerged Peabiru path in the Atlantic Ocean, which goes from the continent to the sea, toward 2 islands. And it continues beyond. Knowing the importance of preserving and valuing these paths, Dakila Pesquisas has been contributing in various ways to this challenging work over the years, from supporting research and preservation initiatives, to forming partnerships with public agencies and universities to promote and value the history of our continent and our Brazil.